She knows now, I think. It sounds like she's deep in a conversation about something work related. Should I wait here until everyone's ready to meet? She will probably soon tell us about what's happened in Crossbell. Some of her contacts.
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
I knew she would not be very pleasant, pleased.
I'm afraid I have terrible news.
Tell us.
Crossbell's signing ceremony today was disrupted by a surprise attack. Crossbell has been reoccupied.
Huh? By who? What happened?
I can't believe it.
Atina, Muse, if you need to go lie down, we quite understand. Gina is silent. But she has a boyfriend now, at least in my story. Maybe you have not read it yet, but in the evening before the meeting, she came together with Code in my story. I will have a link somewhere in one of these videos, but I have written the story already, and you will hopefully also read it through. It's of course in English for you. This is just also sudden that it took me a minute to process it. But there's no way in hell I'm gonna sit around sulking when there's work to be done. By the way, I already thought something would happen. Something must have happened, or I mean, it was such a build up to this moment, so it couldn't just go smoothly. Well, if you are really sure. I'm sorry, I should have broken the news to you more gently. That was careless of me. Don't swear it. I imagine you must have been pretty stunned when you found out too. Right now, I just want to know the details of what happened. For one thing, who would do this? Good question. Can you fill us in? Of course. I apprised a lot Matthias of the details earlier, but you all deserve to know. As I mentioned, the signing ceremony for Crossbell Independence at 2 PM today came under attack. The assault was the work of a military force led by Rufus Alberea. Rufus Alberea. Rean knows him too well. But he was arrested, right? You know? Major Gewalt? Yes, he was. Yes, he was, yes. But last night, the former Governor General and his subordinates escaped from Arceus Fort, where they were being held. Though the breakout certainly put us on high alert, we had hoped to keep this information from going public and causing confusion during the ceremony. Unfortunately, it seems people had to find out in the worst possible way. So you are saying that they escaped one night, then were able to take over Crossbell the very next afternoon? There gotta be more to this. Muse agreed. We are clearly dealing with something that had been carefully planned. What about Lloyd and the rest of SSS? Altina, come to think of it, they were supposed to be helping with ceremony security. I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about the SSS so far. I'm sure they did their best to hold off the things, but hi guys, hello and welcome. A small segment in between the episode. I had to cut out something. I know it's an important situation of the game, but the how to say it, it didn't work. When I edited, there were mistakes and errors, and I couldn't use a certain part of the video and the audio, so I have to. There's a gap. I hope it works now. I want to upload this episode today, whatever today means for you. I'm not sure when it will come out, but I want to get it done and show you guys this video. So and also the next episodes. I record already a few more, so 10 or maybe even 15, 16 episodes more I already recorded, and I want to show it to you. So I like this game very much, and in this part it's very sad because it's an important part. Claire is telling the group what happened in Crossbell, that Crossbell was occupied, that there is also maybe also she already mentioned that the prince and Olivia and Sherazade are missing, and the whole Courageous, this big airship, is also missing, and yeah, our task is to find them. Maybe she will also mention this in a moment. I think she just also said that there's a new the how is it called? Erebonian Liberation Front or something like this, a new terrorist organization, which also the same name was also already in the first game of Trails of Cold Steel, and Crow was at the time its leader, Imperial Liberation Front, and now it's another C, or maybe the same C, we don't know yet. Also, I don't know where I am much later in the game, I don't know yet. So, yeah, that's what the more or less context of what happened. I hope the rest of the episode functions and I don't have any more problems when editing it, so I can show you this video. Okay, please subscribe and like the video. It doesn't directly concern what happened in Crossbell, but I think it is something that all of you should see.
I am C, leader of the Reborn Imperial Liberation Front.
Okay, I see.
With the iron-blooded monster slain, the Empire had claimed its key to enter an era of peace. Alas, it would seem his poisonous beliefs are now being carried on by zealots, espousing nonsense of a united nation. To those who support their losing game, and to the ignorant politicians who allow these dogs to bark, I say this. We shall see you pay for your crimes.
We shall see you pay for your crimes. I mean, they committed harsh crimes long before the war even started. In this village in the mountains. I'm stupid. I think I'm stupid, and when I edit this I will feel stupid.
Our first target was the foolish prince and his wings, now bound to inaction. Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
The Vermilion City is a city where users come from, is it not? As well, there we go. Somebody's finally taking responsibility for the prince napping. By the name of C too. Why does that ring a bell? C was an alias used by the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, a terrorist group who opposed the late Chancellor Osborne. His true identity was revealed to be a source student who you all know very well, Crow Ambrost. Hey, yeah, that checks out. Moose, still. I know none of this makes any sense. Crow has no reason to be using that name again, and even less reason to abduct Prince Olivier and Lady Sherazade. Does it mean someone else has taken his alias for their own? I think that's a safe assumption. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue as to Crow's whereabouts. Can you get in contact with him? I'm trying, but he's not picking up. I know he went home to Jurai a few days ago, but beyond that, nope, I can't get through to him. Just like I can't contact Alisa and the others. Could something have happened in Jurai? It's been a hotbed of conflict lately due to the independence movement, so that is a possibility. But there's always the chance. It's day 44. Yeah, yeah, of course, I'm stupid. Many things happened. But there's always the chance that he was caught in some entirely. It's also longer than this episode. Caught up in some entirely unrelated trouble. I have faith in Crow. Even if he did get caught up in something, he will get himself out of it. I know it. For sure, the guy has always been a really one. Either way, that video does tell us a few things. True, we can't be certain of this new C's identity, but I think it's safe to assume they are responsible for the prince's abduction. They also seem to be in conflict with Rufus Alberea and his faction. So it's a different faction, it's not Rufus' faction, okay, that's also good to know. So judging by the timing of the prince's abduction, you almost wonder whether they saw Crossbill's occupation coming. Matthäus? And if they did, that only raises more questions. Either way, now that we have got our culprits, we have got to work on going after them. Major revealed, indeed, and I think our best clue will be the last part of the recording. The Mac and Maya that gathers in the Vermilion City, huh? I think that's true. Uses it. Toll. Home city. I can't contact Alisa. She's abducted, or in abducted area. First, we learn the princess was abducted, and then we get this mysterious declaration that was a lot to take in. Either way, I can discuss it all with my classmates tomorrow morning. Then we can decide how best to approach all this. Huh?
I know it's March, but it's still cold to be out at night, Yuna. Especially in areas that still have snow on the ground.
What are you doing here, instructor?
I could sense you out here from inside my room. Given how late it is and how new you are to Ymir's weather, I couldn't help but worry.
You can't just whip out those super senses for any old thing.
Maybe. But every time they prove useful in a situation like this, I'm glad I spent time honing them.
What are you sitting down for, anyway? Aren't you here to make me go inside?
I mean, at the end of the day, yes, but we can also a little bit talk out here. I mean, you're sitting already, so why not?
This isn't the academy dorm. There's no curfew here. If you want to stay up a little late, I'm not going to stop you.
Wow. You sure you should be saying stuff like that to your impressionable students?
I don't think it hurts once in a while.
Oh, that's also a nice screenshot. I take this one.
So, you're not going to ask me anything?
What should I ask you?
I'm not even sure where to start.
I mean, here's also someone he cares a lot about in the city, which is now in the fascist military junta. I would call it.
I feel like you're the one who has to be willing to open up here.
Open up? You think I'm just trying to act fine when I'm not, don't you?
Not just think it. I know I'm correct.
Huh.
You are. You are, but how many times has this happened now? Over and over. Crossbell finds itself in danger, and every time I get all worked up and cause more problems for everyone.
The SSS needs to work harder to get the city once again free from an oppressive guy.
I'm just tired of being such a burden.
You're not a bird. Why are you a bird? I mean, no one could have seen this.
So what choice do I have but to bottle it all up and deal with it on my own?
What do we have to deal with? We have to eliminate or put in jail once again this guy, because he makes only trouble for everyone. He never does anything useful in the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, let's say.
I get what you're trying to say, but you're missing the fact that everyone wants to help you when things go south. That goes for all your classmates. And me. If it was the other way around and one of your classmates needed help, wouldn't you want to give it to them?
Well, yeah. Of course I would. But I think you're the last person I want to hear that from.
Why?
I get you're our instructor and all, and students aren't supposed to be the ones teaching the teacher, but...
You can teach me once in a while, yeah, as well.
That's not why I don't turn to you. Thing is, I have the same problem you do. And I need to work on it too. But turning to your friends, or your students, for comfort and advice isn't a sign of weakness. That's what they're there for. And that doesn't change, no matter how many times you have to do it. You help each other, so you can move forward together.
And... can I...
I have to clear
Go on.
her.
can I turn to you for comfort now?
Oh, of course you can. That's my job.
Of course you can.
Hmm.
We fought so hard. And we thought this was finally it.
I understand you.
So, why did they go and take it away from us again?
You just have to take it away from them again. As they took it again from us, we will take it again from them. That's just how it goes. That's how it seems.
Why can't Crossbell just be free? What did we do to deserve all this? Just leave us alone!
It wasn't the Empire this time. It was just a crazy guy from the Empire. I understand you, by the way. Yes, I understand you very much. It's frustrating. It is
Do you feel a bit better now?
Yeah. But now the embarrassment of all that crying in front of you is really starting to set in.
Don't worry. Forget it. I forgot it already. What did just happen? I don't know.
Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm fine now, really. No matter how many times people take our home, we'll just take it right back from them.
Yes! Exactly! We smash them and take it back. It's ours. Or yours in this way.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, I guess it is getting late. I'm gonna head back to my room. So, thank you for lending me your coat. I'll give it back now. I don't want you being cold either.
Thanks. Good night, Yuna. Well, I'd better get to bed too.
You should. It doesn't get any earlier.
It's been a really, really long day.
Indeed. And a frustrating one as well, because it's obvious. I mean, it's obvious why it was frustrating to see that Crossbow is being taken away from us again by this stupid idiot. Shinda's with me, by the way. Shinda's not an idiot. Rufus is an idiot. Just saying. Save. Goodbye and see you next episode.